Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहः अनादिरादिर्गोविन्दः सर्वकारणकारणम् कृष्णं नारायणं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे व्रजप्रियम् कृष्णं द्वैपायनं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे प्रथासतम् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः रमापतिपदाम्भोज परिस्फुरति मानसम् सेनापतिमहं वन्दे विश्वक्सेनं निरन्तरम् प्रह्लाद नारद पराशर पुण्डरीक व्यासम्बरीश शुक शौनक भीष्मदाल्भ्यान् रुक्माङ्गदार्जुन वसिष्ठ विभीषणादीन् पुण्यानि मान् परमभागवतान् स्मरामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम् मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतितितीर्षतान्तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यम् तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये यस्य भगवताख्या सर्वेषां भक्तिदानृणां स एव करुणा सिन्धुः बोधितात्मा गुरुर्मम तस्मै श्री वासुदेवाय धरणीसुररूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय तुभ्यं श्री गुरवे नमः। शङ्खचक्रगदा पद्मधारिणे गुरुरूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय वासुदेवाय ते नमः। संसारसागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्मग्राहगृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद्भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्षः कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यः दासोऽहं तव केशव। शुकरूपप्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रविशारद एतत्कथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानो विनाशय। पीताम्बरं करविराजितचक्रशङ्खं कौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रम् राधासहायमतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the satsangis in tonight's beautiful session of Bhagavad. We are commencing our journey after 45, 46 classes, almost a year plus we have taken to complete the Bhagavad Mahapuran. And I'm sure by doing those 6 chapters of, Bhagavad Mahatmya, I'm sure by completing those 6 chapters, intense chapters of Mahatmyam, there is no doubt remaining in us with the glories of Bhagavatam and why we should take this up to study. So how is going to be the layout? We are going to start the first skandha. The whole Puranam, which is written by Vedavyasji, this whole Puranam is divided into 12 parts. So they are called 12 skandhas, book or canto in different languages, skandha. So we are going to enter the Prathamah Skandhah. There are 18,000 verses into this. All are divided into about 335 chapters. And any scripture that we take to study, we always have a adhikari for it, who is eligible to study it. And then certain criteria we have to fulfill. In this particular Purana, there is no rule for the adhikari. Everyone is adhikari. Those who want, please join and listen. It's that simple made. You don't have to prepare yourself to commence this journey. It's all nicely spoon fed. And it is equivalent to the highest Vedanta teaching. Complete Vedanta is into this. And the study, like how a Brahma Sutra would be, it is exactly in that format. But if you go to study Brahma Sutra, we feel very bored and we'll feel totally dry with the arguments and the way the question and answer goes. And it's completely like a logical thinking and it's completely intellectual. And that comes, you should know few Upanishads before you take up the study of Brahma Sutra. It's not directly you go and study Brahma Sutra. So there are so many steps. And then towards the end, for your own conviction, you sit and like a hair splitting argument and you sit and do that Brahma Sutra. All that is this in this Bhagavad Mahapuran, not with an argumentative way, but in beautiful story ways. That Parabrahman is brought down to us in such simple words and in such enjoyable words that this whole journey would be, it's like a very beautiful, and we look forward each time what is going to come next. And when something abstract we have to learn, which has no name, which has no shape, which has no form, it's very difficult for us to imagine something. If I say imagine this, then you'll say, what is it? So, or whatever. You need something to know to imagine a new object, a new thing, because the mind is trained like that, that we try to objectify. Here comes over here Krishna in his beautiful form and all his glories and all his pastimes and everything, every activity that he does, his life is just put over here in this plant, and each is giving us some lesson. And each of those asuras that could be met, we'll find those similarities into us. It's not somewhere out over there. And this particular Puran, it makes our heart melt more for the Lord. So the bhakti and the jnana, both are there into this. So from today, when we commence this journey, and if we want subtle changes to happen in us, to evolve, certain practices in our life we should inculcate. Then when we do that study, we will benefit out of it. The benefit, is it everything with a selfish motive? No, the purpose of the life we are trying to fulfill. So any jnana that we are trying is for our complete happiness. So certain lifestyles, it could be as simple as waking early. It could be simple as taking simple food, not all those complicated, staying away from all the complicated. It's not completely avoiding and mentally you eat it and then with your eyes you eat, and not forcefully. It should automatically start dropping. If you put that intention, those changes in our food habits would happen. Certain changes in our lifestyle will happen, like our Nitya Puja, some little sadhana that we have to do that would get purified. Or reading Bhagavatam every day is probably the goal then. Okay, something, some discipline, some small tapas, something we should take as a sankalpa and then do. Not like another text has come in our hand and we are going to complete it and finish up the journey. It's not like that. This itself taking is our like a tapas, and there is no intention of finishing it off, and every point has to be savored and lived, and some change in the life we should bring naturally, not by force, like mental thinking and externally giving up nothing. So nothing should be okay, I don't do this like that, not as a force. That automatic dropping out of certain things which are not anymore necessary should happen when we start this. So in the first chapter itself, the rishis are going to ask so many questions, and probably those would be our questions too. So as and when the answers come, if we ponder on that apart from our class days, and those who have not got Sri Krishna home, that is in the form of the Bhagavata, should somehow have it so that you can on your own read it, understand it, and do the meaning and again recharge at least the verses that have been taken in the class. Then that journey will be a fulfilling one. So, with all saying that, let us begin. So, we are the adhikari of it because there is there is no other qualification we have except we love the Lord and we want to know. So that is good enough. We have good faith in the scripture that whatever it is going to say us, we are going to abide by it and enjoy and live that bliss continuously. Okay. So let us start with the first verse. Whoever wants to volunteer, I don't see any kids. Are there any kids? I don't see any kids. Please raise your hands to volunteer. Vidya ji, Sumita Bhatija ji. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Shrimad Bhagawat Mahapuranam.
Shrimad Bhagawat Mahapuranam.
Sumita ji. Sumita ji, do you want to chant or you don't want to chant?
I want to chant Varsha ji.
So then please repeat, no? It's Vidya ji first and then your name. Let the flow be there.
Yes, yes.
Chant. Shrimad Bhagawat Mahapuranam.
Shrimad Bhagawat Mahapuranam.
Prathamah Skandhah.
Prathamah.
Prathamah.
Sorry.
Sumita ji, please don't confuse. Just be in the flow and be present in the class. Follow the pattern. First, it's Vidya ji. Her name was called first. Second was your name called. So you are second in the queue. So just let the flow be there. Don't get too excited or too nervous. Just be there. It's a very simple thing. Vidya ji. Prathamah Skandhah.
Prathamah Skandhah.
Prathamah Skandhah.
अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः
अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः.
अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः.
द्वित्वा अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः
अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः.
प्रथमो
अथ प्रथमो.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः
जन्मादस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरः.
Janmadya.
Sorry. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaraha.
Ittarataha.
I don't know why am I seeing it like this. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaraha.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतस
Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratah.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतस तरतः
You have to just copy my voice. No is not full. Okay. So please be present mentally completely so that we can enjoy this. Mistakes are okay, but not being attentive and not following the voice or the pronunciation is not accepted. So you can make a wrong pronunciation, but it can't be that you can't take effort to listen correctly. So please be present fully and reproduce exactly the way I'm trying to say. Okay. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratah.
Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaraha.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः
Repeat after me. Yaton
यतोऽन्वया
vaya ditar ditaratah.
दितरतः
Adyasya yatonvayaditaratah.
जन्मा
Sumita ji.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः
Can't be anyhow you like it. It has to be yaton vayadi. Di is short. And it is not vya. It is ya. It is not na. It is half. Yaton. Only that much. Yaton. Not yatona. It's not
Okay.
vya. Vaya. Yaton. Only half na. Vaya. Di is short. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratah.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः
चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वरा
चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट्
चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वार
Pa is not there. Swarat.
स्वराट् चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट्
Swarat is not there. You have to listen to me. Swarat. Are there many
Swarat.
people in your room?
Ma'am, if
Sunita?
renovation is going on, I will go in other room.
I'll take you later.
Yes, yes.
Because you are very distracted with all the noise and you're unable to produce that sound. So you stay in mute, but you take efforts to chant. Vani,
Yes,
please
yes,
come over.
Vartaji.
Vani, you can repeat. Janmatyasya yatonvayaditaratah.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः
चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वरा
चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट्
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये
तेने ब्रह्म हृदाय आदिकवये
मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः
तेजो मृदां यथा विनिमयः
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः
यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम्
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम्
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम्
सत्यं परं धीमहि
सत्यं परं धीमहि
सत्यं परं धीमहि
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वरा
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्व जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट्
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट्
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय
Brahma, what happened?
आदिकवये
Say properly, Brahma.
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम् सत्यं परं धीमहि
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम् सत्यं परं धीमहि
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि।
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि।
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदाम आदिकवये
तेने ब्रह्म रुदामनो हृदाय
तेने ब्रह्म हृदाय आदिकवये
मनो ब्रह्म
तेने ब्रह्म महा तेने ब्रह्म please help me Varsha in this.
तेने ब्रह्म हृदाय आदिकवये
तेने ब्रह्म हृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि।
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
So very beautiful. These first three verses we must memorize, and there is no other choice. We've been doing it in our Dhyana Shloka. We will try to see the meaning. See the last line, Dhamana Svena over there. We have the word Sada. Sada means always. And Dhimahi. So it is, let us always think in that sense. It is the first person Bahuvachan. So it is Uttama Purusha Bahuvachan, Dhimahi. Let us think always, Sada. Of what? Param. Next to Dhimahi, the word is there. Param. Param means what? That highest. Highest what? Satyam. So, Sada. Oops. Sada Dhimahi. Then Param Satyam. So, let us always think about that highest truth. This much we have understood. How is that highest truth? Nirasta. Nirasta means without. Kuhaka. Kuhaka means what? Any delusion. Who brings delusion? Maya. So that pure Satyam, let us think on that, which is devoid of any Maya's effect. Okay? This much we have understood. Then we go slowly. Svena Dhamna. Svena means in his own. Dhamna means abode. So that truth, which is in its own, means it is not tainted by Maya yet. Okay. So that highest truth. Then just see the word Swarat. in the first line at the last end. Swarat. So what is this Swarat means? That highest truth is there is no ruler for it. That himself who is the ruler. So, who is a self-ruler? Okay. Then, before that Swarat is what? Abhitnyaha. Abhitnyaha means that knows. What? Before that the word is Chartheshwa Vidnya. So over there the sandhi is Cha Artheshu Abhitnya. So Abhitnya means that knows. What Artheshu is about the things, in the things. And we see the word before that. Anvayaat Itarataha. So sandhi over there. Please mute yourself. Anvayat Itarataha. Anvayat Itarataha. So Anvayat means in that sequence or in that association or in that connection. And also means we have that no Anvaya Itarataha Chartheshu. So cha is over there. And also Itarataha in the Itarataha means any other opposite way, other things. Then we go to the next word, Yataha. Before that, Yataha means what? Because of, by whom, the reason, the cause of what? Janma Adi. Janma, birth. Adi, sustenance and death. So, Janma Adi. And Asya. Asya means over here, of this universe. So, who is the cause of all this creation? This one. Then what we go ahead? Yaha. Where is that word Yaha? Ya Adi Kavaye is there, no? Over here in the second line. Over here. Yaha. So Yaha means what? Who? Tene spoke. Who spoke of what? Brahma means the Vedic knowledge. Adi, primordial. Kavaye, the learned ones. The Munis are called Kavis. Of the learned one. Hruda, from the heart, by his heart. And Surayaha also is like Kavi. Surayaha, where is Surayaha? Over here. Suri. Suri means, is another word for wise people. So, by his, the learned and the wise, they are Suris. Yat, who? Mushyanti. They became astonished. They became bewildered. And then they have given in the third line, bewildered like what? Tejaha Vari Mrida. Tejaha means fire. Vari is water. And Mridam is earth. Okay. So, just as the water, erroneously we can see water, or in the fire, or the earth, in the water, he is certainly, where is that word for certainly? Over here. Amrasha. Certainly. Yatra. Where, in whom? Trisargaha. Trisargaha is what? All the creations of this starts from what? From the gunas. So, from that Trisarga, from all the three qualities, and including of three qualities of what? Of Prakriti. Sattva, Rajas, Tama. Vinimayaha. Reciprocate. So now, how do we see this whole meaning? We think of that highest truth, which is devoid of any maya, nirasta kuhakam, and that which is swarat, ruler, who knows everything of this universe. It is something like on a construction site, so many things are happening, right? That engineer, he will have his place somewhere. Workers are doing something. But that engineer who is creating that building, he knows everything, whatever is happening in all the nook and corner of that space of that building. But he may not be present as a physical presence, but he will know what is going on where. So it's something like that. Who is the maker of this universe? He is Abhitnyaha Chartheshu. That's Swarat, that ruler who is aware of everything that is happening. And all the sages, all the wise people, they get bewildered about his creation. Because from the starting, from the birth till the death, because of him, this universe has formed. So this is creating a astonishment in the wise who is controlling, or because of whom the gunas can manifest. So Prakriti is manifesting. But to enliven that, to make that happen, the substratum has to be of that highest. So it's a very deep, complicated verse. I tried in a way that we can appreciate first the Sanskrit and then the meaning, rather than first the meaning and then the Sanskrit, so that when we are pronouncing it, our attention goes to that word. The document which I want to share is almost ready. Some small changes are needed, so I couldn't share this document early. But still some more changes I'll do, and then I'll share the PDF, which Devika Ji and all asked before class if they could get. But because to put the meaning, it is taking some, instead of just giving some general overall meaning, if we can focus on one word and see the intention into it, then it would be easier. Though it looks very tough at the moment, believe me, it's not so tough. But Satyam Param Dhimahi can be tough because we can't imagine that abstract. So it's going to simplify later. The one without the form, we cannot imagine. So later the form will come. But at least this thought we should hold on. That whole, the substratum, the screen on which our life's movie is going on, we are there acting over there. That is because of him only. And to that highest truth, we are bowing down. Okay. So you would get like this, which I'm trying to, you would get what I have said, you will get it into this format. A lot to read if you want to, but let me see if I can put different colors so that you don't have to search the meaning. So I have not shared it. We'll simplify this version and give. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditarataha chartheshvabhidnyasvarat tene brahmahridayadikavaye muhyanti yatsurayaha tejavari mridayatha vinimayaha yatra trisargo mrusha Dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam parandhimahi. We have Sharda ji and Lata ji. धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र
no
Pardon?
प्रोज्झित j half has to be said
Okay. Dharma प्रोज्झितकैत no.
again visarga
Oh yeah. धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः
निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम्
तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
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 श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते
किं वा परैरीश्वरः
किं वा परैरीश्वरः
किं वा परैरीश्वरः
सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः
सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः
सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः
शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्
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 धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः
सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्
सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्
सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्।
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते त्रिकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्।
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्।
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्
धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्।
Tatra means over here. Over here means where? Shrimad Bhagavate. In this Shrimad Bhagavat Purana, Mahamuni Krite, which is done by Mahamuni, means Vedavyasji. In this beautiful Shrimad Bhagavat Puran, what is said? Dharmaha should not translate dharma as a religion. Okay, nobody should, who has attended this class, should never give translation of dharma means religion to anyone. Dharma is not religion. In a colloquial language, local languages, Hindi, Marathi, whatever, dharma, okay, what is your dharma? Sanskrit dharma is not religion. Dharma is those prescribed duties that every individual has to do or follow, by following which a society is held up. So dharana, dharma, one which holds the society together. This is one way. And the other is dharma can also be your innate nature. Like sourness of a lemon is the dharma. You can't change that. So the innate nature. Innate nature is not a deceit. Innate nature is true. So that which is closest to the truth. To reach that truth, what one must do and follow, that is dharma. So dharma will be translated as dharma only in English, because English doesn't have the word dharma. It should never be called as religion. So keep this in mind and don't translate dharma at all, anytime. So what happens over here now? Prodjhita kaitavaha. Prodjhita. Prodjhita is something that which has got kaitavaha Prodhita kaitavaha, something that is not true, something that can cheat, something that has some deceit into it. So, Prodhita kaitavaha, that is without any deceit. Just give me a minute. Yeah, code of conduct. Can't say yes, moral code of conduct, you can say it. So, Prodhita kaitavaha means which is without any deceit, and that is vastavam, means that which is the reality. Vastu, we call it for the highest truth, is vastu. In Vedantic word, highest truth, Brahman is vastu. So vastu is not a thing in Vedantic Sanskrit. Keep this in mind. So we have learned today two words. Dharma cannot be translated, and vastu in Vedanta means Brahman, the truth. So that vastav, vastu, that which is the only reality. Okay. Shivadam. Shivadam means which gives auspiciousness. Shiva, auspicious. Dam, the giver of that truth, which is Shivadam, which is giving that auspiciousness. Tapaha trayaha unmulanam. And unmula, to uproot all the tapatrayas. Whatever we have, we can describe in different ways the tapatraya. We can take tapatraya as our physical, mental, emotional. We can take tapatraya as vadhi, daivika, adhi, bhautika. We can take all kinds of our sufferings into this. So the one which removes, which uproots this tapatraya, Vedyam. Vedyam is, it has made to be known. To whom? Made to be known. Satam in the previous line. Those who are of good heart people, though made to be known to them, for the noble beings, who are nirmatsarana, who do not have jealousy or envy into it, who are very pure in their heart. Then the question is, Kimva means what is the use? Paraihi, other Ishvara. Paraihi, what is the use of any other scripture? Then the Lord Ishvaraha, over there, Sadhyaha, immediately, Hridya avarudhyate. Avarudhyate is blocked or trapped in the heart immediately. Kritibhihi means those who are doing and following all the dharmic actions for them. Shushrushrubhihi, those who are listening to the Bhagavatam, takshanat, immediately. Means this Bhagavatam, written by Vedavyasji, is, if you just hear it in your heart, you can trap Lord. So instantly, Lord arises in your heart, provided you are nirmatsari, you are satam, you are following the dharma, you are not deluding, cheating your own self. So if all these criteria are there, then listening to Bhagavatam gives rise to Lord in the heart without any delay, and Lord is trapped in the heart. That is the beauty of this verse, in that Sadhyaha Hridya avarudhyate. The Lord is trapped in the heart if you listen to Bhagavatam, provided. That's why I said that by listening to this, some things in life we will have to begin to change. Naturally, that should happen. And we would see the Lord in our heart. This is the assurance. So we go back to from where we have started. Just 2 days ago, I had done some retreat with the Mahatma. So he had just said that just stick to the truth. Don't hoard things. So I was seeing my room. I've got so many unwanted things and how many things we need. So all this autumn, like if the thought has come, then we should minimize our material things and increase our tapas, increase our sadhana. And just by doing Bhagavata, he will appear in our heart. So nicely, we are holding him in our hand, but now we are seeing him in the form of a book. We should gain the drishti to see him as Krishna, the one, because he has said in the verse in our Dhyana Shloka. So Bhagavatam itself is Krishna in the pratyaksha form is what is its. So here again we have been told that sadyo hridyavaruthyate kritihi and shushrushrubihi. By those who are listening and following all the rules and regulations, just takshanat sadhyaha in the heart, he will get dharma prodhita kaitavotra paramaha nirmatsaranam sata vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmoolanam Shrimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrite Kim va Pareirishvaraha Sadyo Hridyavarudhyate Trakritihi Shushrushubistatksana. I thought I'll do first 3 verses today, but his will. Probably he wants us to contemplate in the next class as well, and then begin the class where it says about all the rishis have gone and now they are going to ask him loads of questions. This means what? This means what? And how the suffering should end. We have to wait till next Friday to see this verse, and because it's a very beautiful verse. It's calling Bhagavatam as a nectar and drink the nectar, it says. But we'll see that. We'll drink this nectar, and these first 3 verses are for memorization. There is no excuse on this for everyone. Whichever memory level you are, you have to memorize this. So no excuse. And memorize it with correct pronunciation, understanding the meaning. I see still 5 more hands, I guess. But yes, all of you would get chance. Radha Krishnan ji, Venkatesh Bhaji, Kilashri Hari ji, Tina Ma, Vinisha. Next week we can start first with the all. Just remind me, and then we go. And many more verses, 18,000 we have, so all will get chance. And today it was just a starting, so we had little starting trouble, but that's fine. Good. We can talk about him more. And before we end this session, just keep some sankalpa in your mind, something that you would like to change in your life. For what? Not for getting more material gain, but some spiritual reward. And hold that sankalpa and we end today's session. Oh. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om everyone. See you next
Hari
week.
Om. Dhanyavadah. Shubharatri.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Shaji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Varshaji, thank you so much.
Hari Om Varshaji.
Thank
you.
Hari Om. Ma.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Varshaji. Thank you, Varshaji.
Thank you, Ji. Hari Om.
Thank you, Varshaji.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Time for daily Gita.